So this is app.py file. In this, we import redirect URL for render template. So using render template, as we know, we can render HTML page. Okay. So as we come down in this, if you look at this app.root/emp, this is going to render emp HTML. In the same way, when you go with the student, this is going to render student template. Okay, so we have two things in this. One is displaying HTML page, and next thing is what emp HTML. The other thing is displaying student. Okay, so first let us see how the HTML page comes up. emp HTML page. So this is when we related. The folder is okay. So we move into this folder, and in this we launch the app.py file. So now the server is available for us. Server is running on 50,000 port number. Okay, now let me launch browser. In the browser, I type 127 point followed by 50,000. Then I type here emp. So this is going to display three things for us: name, ID, department. These are called as form fields. Okay, so how they are written, let us see. If you go with the emp.html, there is a file called emp.html. So in the emp.html, we have written like this. HTML, this is the starting tag, this is the closing tag, and this you have a body, your body like this. Then here we have a form. Form, basically whatever form data you have, that can be submitted, like different fields in that. One is name field, other one is ID field, third one is department. Input means what? You can type data here. Input type text, input type text, input type text. I'm typing three things here. So first one is name I want to send, then ID I want to send to server. One more thing is department I need to send server. And when I click on the submit, the data goes into the concerned method here. What is the method in the background? We have result method. Now let us see what is in the result method. So if you go to result in this app.py file, we should have some root called result in this. So we have here result. Okay. So when you go with the result, what is happening here? We have two methods with this. One is post method, other one is get method. So using post method, you can submit form data. Using get method, normally you can retrieve values. The next thing is here, we have in this way, if request dot method equal to post, result equal to what? Request dot form, print type of result, then print result. Then after that, we render template result.html. So if you look at result.html, what is written in this? See. So it's going to print the key and values. Okay. So whatever result.items we have, all the items they have taken and printed. Now once again we come to app.py file and see what we have written in that. So if you look at this point here, what is written? Result equal to result is written there. If you look there, result equal to result is written. So what is happening in this? It is printing actually the results. Request.form like this we had. So from request.form, whatever we are getting, That is, as it is sent to the result.html, and in the result.html, one by one we are retrieving the key and value and we are printing here. So using, this is called as Ginger template. Okay, we can call this as Ginger template. So Python supports Ginger template. Like ASP, if you take in the ASP.NET, it supports, it supports actually different types of Razor syntax. It supports similarly ASP.NET Web Form syntax. It supports when you go with the Java, it supports different syntax for making templates. Similarly, here it uses Ginger template. We call this as Ginger. It's a Ginger tool. Okay, so using this Ginger template, this is getting rendered here. Okay, so I mean different languages use different templates. Here it supports Ginger template. With the help of that, we are substituting values here. Key is the value whatever we are getting from the result.items, and value whatever it is we are getting printed here. Okay, and when you work with ASP.NET C#, it supports two different types of templates, as I told. One is web forms, other one is say Razor syntax we call. So with that, it actually displays HTML page comes from the server side. So the server side code and client side code you can substitute, you can mix with the help of the template language or templates. So what is happening here when we go with the, whenever we submit data here, I type some name followed by I enter ID like EMP followed by 789. Then I enter department name, ID I enter. When I click on the submit, it's going to show the data in some other page. Result is coming here, name, ID, department. So what exactly is happening here is, first of all, we go with the app.py file, and when we call here EMP, we call somewhere here EMP, it's going to render emp.html. Okay, so when you look at emp.html, what is in this? See, we have like this HTML form action equal to, that means whenever you click on submit button, the control should go to this result. So result where is written? It is written in the app.py file. Where is the result exactly? This is the result. So it can accept two methods. One is get method, other one is post method. We have written. Syntax is something like this. App root result methods equal to post get. Okay. And then what is happening here? We are defining a function def result. If request.method equal to post. So if it is post, we get form variables. So if it is get method, we need to go with the query string, query like that we need to get. So result equal to request.form. It is taking all form data and printing what type of data it is, type of data. Then after that, it's simply printing the result. And see how this is looking for us. We see here in the server side. Okay, so when we go with that, it is actually giving us immutable multi-dictionary. It is returning actually immutable multiple dictionary. This is one of the types of data in the Python we have. But that is part of this particular package, or I can say module. Webjuk data structures dot immutable multi-dict. This is not standard type available in the Python. This is a special type available in the Python, which is defined in the work it use. Data structures dot immutable dictionary. In that has been defined. Okay. Then what is happening? It's printing here type of data. Along with that, data also we get here whenever we try to print. And the Python template language knows about this particular dictionary. So automatically it can take from the data and it can print. So what is happening here? We are getting this type of data here. Okay, so total like a dictionary we are getting here. Now next thing what we do, we retrieve one by one from the values. Okay, we retrieve from that one by one values and we try to print those things. Now once again what I do, this print result is given. Then go with the print. Here again, result of I try to print 0. So what this prints, let us see. Now again I go to this form here, try to submit. When I submit it, it gives error here, type error, because it cannot work on that particular thing. If I try to take the very first value from that, it is unable to take it. Okay, so it is unable to get from that. Then here we cannot retrieve in that manner the data, whatever is coming from that. But here we have taken request.form result equal to. So next thing what we do, we try to print here, print. Then here what we do, result dot get, followed by here we put name. So what it prints, let us see in this. So using get method, it should print. Now everything looks fine. Then here we go back to this, again we submit data. So in that case it's printing name, ID and department. But when we see here, what exactly it's printing ASR. So the code, using this we can retrieve individual values from the posted data. So result means it contains all the data like name, then ID, one more thing is department, all the things we have there. So using result.get, we can get like this. We can get these values. So next step here, instead of doing like this, I can put into some variable. The variable name is here, n equal or na equal to, we can write like this. I take into some variable. Similarly, I go with the ID equal to, right here, result dot get whatever field name we have in the HTML page, same we should keep. If you go to HTML page, emp.html, we have here ID name. Name is what? First name is name, second name is ID, third name is department. So same values we have to use in the server also. So in the server, first one is name, second thing is ID, and third one is DEPT. I put here. This is equal to result dot get, followed by here I put this as department. So I'm getting here 3 individual values from the HTML page. I'm getting all those from the HTML page. Now based on this, we can here calculate. But before that, let us see what type of data ID is. So print, here we write type followed by ID. So what type of data that is it integer or is it string type of data, we can see. Okay, so we need not again run that, automatically it's running. Then again I go back from here, submit it. So when I submit, I can see here the result. What type of data it is? Okay, class str. Whatever data we are getting from HTML page, it is in what format? Actually in the string format. Because here type equal to text we have taken. So since we have taken type equal to text, this is going to be in the text format for us. So therefore now what we do here, we need to convert that into number. Numbers are not required. Straight away, name, ID and department we have. We need not do anything, but this we can take to some other page. In the other page as it is, they can be rendered. So for that purpose, we need to pass the variables. Okay, so what we do therefore, we create one more page. Okay, we create new file here. Then we use here Python as a language. Okay. So in this, select language. It is HTML. I use. Then this is simply I put HTML. Then followed by I put like this here. Then in this, I can go with head, and it goes head here. The next thing is I go with the body. In the body, you can type whatever is required, that can be typed here. So I want to pass variables from the server here. So therefore I put ID. Then in the next line, I can go with the BR tag. BR stands for break. Similarly, I go with the NA. Okay, then this is here BR tag. Then followed by DEPT I put. It's nothing but department. I want to print here three values. ID, NA, department, which I am sending from the server. So exactly where do I send it? I just save the file as empres.html. I want to save this as emp.html. So it should be normal HTML file. So I save this. So this will be, but this should be part of actually, okay, save as. Here it should be in the, say, client folder. I have to save this. So this is the template folder. In the template folder, I must save it. Now here, what I do, I can go with, see, whenever I'm rendering template here, this is what result.html we have here. Now result.html, I want to put another one here in this. Okay. Whenever I go with the not result, with the, it should be with the, which one I have used in this. If I go with the emp.html, this is going with the result. Fine. Now when it is result, it's showing result.html. So instead of going with the result.html, I go with the exam res here. Okay. I'm going to first of all comment this. Then I take this one here, return. Top of that I put this here. Then in this render template, the template is exam res. Now I should pass the parameters here. Okay. So whatever parameters I have, I'm going to pass them. First thing is here, I write NA equal to NA I can write. Very first parameter is NA equal to NA. Next thing is ID equal to, I can put ID. So in the same way, we can go with the DEPT equal to DEPT. Like this, I can send the data to client. To the client, I am going to send data. NA is NA, ID equal to ID, DEPT equal to DEPT. So like this, I can send the values, the parameters to the HTML page also from the server side port. NA is nothing but it's a variable name. It's the name of variable we are declaring. NA equal to result.getName. It's a variable we are declaring here. Similarly, ID is also a variable. This ID is different, this ID is different. Python is case sensitive. So this ID is actually what value we are getting from the HTML page that we are taking and putting into this ID here. Similarly, DEPT is a variable name. So department value we are taking and putting there. Now when we go with the result, it should render in the exam.html page. Now, once again, let us run. So everything is fine here. We come to this part, then come back to this again and try to submit. So it is giving here got name. End of statement block, got name. Expected token, ginger to exceptions. Fine. So if we go with this exam.html, because this is which one I am calling here. This is what exactly if I look at the EMP-res. Okay. I should go with the EMP-res. So this is okay. Now come back to this, then submit. So when we submit, it says EMP789, ASR and IT. You see the data. Name is ASR, EMP789, department ID. When we submit, the values are taken and they are getting printed on the page like this. EMP789, ASR and IT. So what we do here, we are sending data from HTML page to result root. So in the result root, we are retrieving those values and redirecting to another page. We are sending it to another page here. On another page, it's getting printed for us. You see here, return render template express.html, na equal to na, id equal to id, dept equal to dept. Like this we are sending. And when we look at here empres.html, so we can display whatever values are coming, whatever parameters, whatever arguments are coming, they can be displayed like this in the curly brackets. So here I can write, okay, so here I can write in this manner, this is what employee ID. And to the right of that, I can substitute that. The next thing is here, employee name. Okay, you can say employee name. And next thing is what here, department. I can put like this here, department. So this way, what is happening? You can take data from the server, then I can render here. So once again, if we run, okay, I come to this page, then here, again I submit. When I submit, what it says, employee ID, EMP789, employee ASR, department is ID, like this it is showing. Suppose we have to beautify that. So in such cases, we can adopt different mechanism. So the mechanism is something like here, I can go with the table. As we know, it's the table. In the table, in the end, I need to close the table tag. Slash table, I put. Then suppose I want to go with some width. I can go with the style. Then is equal to width, say some 400 px. The width I want to take as 400 px. That much width I require here. Then I don't require any br in such cases. I should go with the tr tag. Tr tag is basically table row. Tr tag. Then in this, I want to put this as td. First column is td. Okay, then I close here this one slash td. Then the next column is going to be another table data row. So here I'm going to put the ID. Like this, I can beautify this particular thing. In the same way, again I need to remove here br, no longer to be required. So br I can put like br is not required. Slash td I can put here. The next thing is again I can go with the tr, table data. Next row starts here. Tr, and I can close here another tr like this. Here also for department also we require one more table row. So that we put here. Then extra has come here. So in this I can close table row here again. Now when we look at this, this is what td we have. td, and this is going to be another td we have. So this is going to be td. Then inside this we put the closing tag here. Slash td. So here also we go with this td. Then department also, here this can be closed. Slash td. Then td here it is. At the end we close this. Slash td. Like this we have data. So now when we run this in a tabular format, it's going to be looking for us. So it's showing like this: employee ID, employee department, and a lot of space we have here. Okay, so we have a lot of space in this particular thing. When we go with the further, we don't have any border for this. Since there is no border, we are not getting anything. If you want to put border, border can be kept here. Border equal to, we can go with the solid kind of thing here. So a solid border will appear for us. Okay, so once again, we go this way, then we submit. So there is some problem here. Border equal to, I put here 1, just I put 1. Still it's not coming. Fine. So let us leave time being border. There is no issue. So border, if we want to keep, spelling is wrong. Border spelling is wrong. That was the reason. Not showing anything. Now you have the border for this. Okay, employee ID, employee, department, EMP789, ASR and IT, like this, we can show in a tabular fashion. So what is happening exactly? From from this particular root, result root. What we do here, we are picking name, ID, and department. So first of all, the result you have here. So to come into result, first of all, we have to go into EMP. Okay, when we type emp.html page is coming up. So this is what here exactly, emp.html page. So in this page, I have ASR, EMP789, ID, and submit. So here ID is 1, name is 1, ID is 1, department is 1. These are called as here field names. The name of this field is what? Name. The name of this field is ID. The name of this field is here department. These values I am sending into server. Okay, so once they are coming into server, what is happening exactly? It's calling here internally what exactly it's calling. If you look EMP, so if you come to emp.html, if you see here form action equal to http:/localhost:50,000/result. This is calling here result method. Okay, so the data is coming into result method here. So here, if you look at the result method, you have two methods. One is post, other one is get. Okay, so I mean it can accept two verbs here, post verb and get verb. Now using post, we are sending data. So here what we see, if request.method equal to post, you can find out whether there is a get method or post method. So since it is a post method, we can request form data. Whenever request is coming, it can be post or it can be get. If it is get, we can go with the query string. So if it is post, you can have the form variables. So request.form. What form variables we have here? Name is one variable, ID is another variable, department is one more variable. We are getting all the variables, and that variables we are sending into another page. It's called emp.html. So in that what we do, we pass three variables, NA, ID, and department. So like this, when we call this express.html, what exactly it's doing, emp.html, it is taking all these data and showing just on the screen. So in a tabular fashion. So like this, we are getting data from emp.html. We are sending into server. In the server, we have a result root. So from the result root, we are picking the three names, three variables, or I can say three form data, name, ID, and department. And that data, as it is, we are sending into another page. In another page, it's getting rendered. Okay. Now, next our requirement is we have a student page. So from student page, what we do is submit name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, then we submit. So when we submit, where it goes exactly? It goes into exam.html. So if you look at, exam root that is. So if you come to app.py file, we have here exam. It is getting data like this here. So if you look at this, here we are getting data. If it's post method, the result equal to request.form. So from there we need to retrieve one by one again values. So what values we take here? Once again, I take NA. NA is nothing but name of the student. Okay, name of the student I take here. Then I write in this manner. I can go with the result.get, then followed by, I can put here name. A name variable we have in the HTML page that we are taking. So what is the page exactly? Which one we are seeing here? Student. So if you look at student.html, the first is name, second one is subject 1, third is subject 2, fourth one is subject 3. So like this here we have total 3 subjects. So their marks are required for us. Okay, next thing is here what S1 I can take. S1 equal to, I should convert into integer, whatever are entered, because whatever data is coming from form, it's in the text format. So I take here S1, first of all I take here S1 equal to, just write result.get, then followed by here I put sub1. Sub1 is nothing but here subject 1. In the same manner, I take S2 and S3 also. Okay, so this is here S2 and this will be here subject 2. We go in that way. The next one is here subject 3 we take. So S3 equal to result subject 3 we take. Total we have here 3 values. Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. NA is what here name. Subject 1 we have, subject 2 we have, subject 3 we have. So next thing is what we need to calculate here result. I put here result equal to like fail I put. By default, I want to make this as fail. So next step in this, I need to compare here. I go with if condition, then I type here int of S1 greater than or equal to 40, I put here. Then I go with the logical AND operator, int of S2 greater than or equal to, here I go with again 40, and I use here int S3 greater than or equal to 40. Then here exactly what we do, we need to find out the result. So result equal to, we write this as fail. Like this we make it. So else what, it's pass. If the condition is met, that is going to be true, otherwise it's going to be false. Now I want to send these values to render template exam.res.html. Into that I want to send it. So therefore here what exactly I do, I can take the values like this. I put name equal to NA, I can put here. Name equal to NA. Okay. Similarly, next thing is what? I can go with this. Then I write here. So not N1, it should be NA. So that's why it's giving error there. I put this as NA. Then I put here subject 1. Okay. Subject 1 equal to, here I put this as S1. Then similarly, subject 2 equal to S2. Then one more is here, subject 3 equal to, this is what S3, I put like this. Then I want to send these values to exam.html. Also I require here result. Okay, I can write result equal to result. Like this, I'm going to send data. Okay, whether that is pass or fail, I want to show in the exam.html page. So for that purpose, in the same way, I should use. Okay, so I take here the table part. I can copy and put in the exam result.html. Then here, I just change here. Required this, I'm going to change it. In the place of employee ID, I put this as student name. Okay, and here I should type exactly name. Variable whatever I'm going to get is name. Because if you look at the app.py file, here in this, I'm passing the parameterized name. Okay, then subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Like this result I need to take. So if I come to exam.html, so first one is here, I have taken student name. The next thing is here, subject 1. You can write like subject 1. So here I should write this as whatever variable name I use the same, I should put here sub1. Correct? Because if you go with the app.py, what exactly we are putting here? S1 I need to put, not sub1, I need to go with the S1. So this should be S1. The variable name is here S1, so I should put S1. Similarly, I go with one more TR in this. I just want to go with another TR. Starting here. Okay, then put here. This is what subject 2. We put this as here S2. Okay, similarly, I put one more thing here. This will be subject 3. And this is going to be S3 here. We put like S3. And the last one is here, result files. Result, and this is here what exactly result we have to put here. Okay, because these are the value, the parameter, the argument names we are typing there. So if you come to app.py here, we pass name, then subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. I did something wrong, so I changed those things in the examples. It's not S1. I need to write it as SCBJ1. Okay, SCBJ1, and this is SCBJ2. Similarly, here it is SCBJ3. Like this, I type here three names. If you look at this, first parameter is subject1, second parameter is subject2, third parameter is subject3, result it is, and first parameter is your name. So same things we take and try to show on the page. In a table pack fashion, we are trying to show this. Okay, so ultimately we are going to show result here. Like this, it should look for us. Now, exactly here, we need to go with the student.html, and this has to give us exam result. When we go with that, this should be what exactly? Exam is fine, but in the exam, we need to go with the here it's exam.html. Now let us run that. So everything is fine here. Server is running. We can go to this. We type here just exam, and then okay, it's not exam. Student, we need to type here. So when we type student, that page comes up for us. Name is area. Subject 1 is say some 45 and 99, and I enter only 34 and I submit. It says subject is fail. Student name area, subject 145, subject 288, subject 34. Result is what exactly is fail. Now again come to this and try to enter this time the mark as some 99. So in such cases, this has to be pass. Still we are getting it as fail only. So reason we need to check. This is what subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. Still it's showing the result as fail only. So once again, let us try to type submit when we say it is saying fail only. So what is the problem in the code? We check now. Something is problem here. It is giving some error for us. Okay, so we are having some error there. What is the error? Let us see. If we come to app.py file, okay. Okay, this is wrong actually. The logic is wrong. It should be pass only, always. It cannot be fail. This is going to be pass only here. Again, you see, this is working perfect. Now, we go into this page, then we submit. So this time it says pass. Come back to this and try to put only, say 33. We say submit, this is giving fail. So we are getting correct result in both the cases. If we enter everything is more than 45, okay. So in such cases, you get the result as pass. Otherwise, even if you put here this as 99, here also if it's 99, but here if you put only 39, this can give here a fail result because it's not meeting the condition. It's fail. So like this is working for us. So what exactly we are doing? First of all, we are calling student template. Where is that student template? Somewhere on the top we defined it. So if you go with the student, app.root/student, then def student, it is spelling is wrong something here, but okay, this method spelling is wrong here. Otherwise, the root name is fine. Student we have. Return render template student.html. So that page is coming up for us. On the screen we are getting student.template. But once we submit data from there, whenever we click on the submit button, where it goes into exam method. So in the exam method, what is written exactly? Once again, see that. So in the exam method, we have a post and get. It can accept two verbs. So whenever it is post, first of all, we are retrieving all the form. So from form one by one, we are getting here name, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. All these are going to be in the string format. So we need to convert subject 1, subject 2, and subject 3 into integer. So for that purpose, what we do here, we are converting it ints1 greater than or equal to 40 and ints2 greater than or equal to 40, ints3 greater than or equal to 40, then result is pass. Otherwise, result is going to be normal fail only. So like this we calculated here result, then we are getting the, we calculate result here, and we are getting subjects from say from where, from the student.html page we are getting those values and showing here the result. Hello Swati, you understood this? Yes. Practice చేయాలి, చాలా చేయాలి మరి మీరు. Yes. But a continuous practice is required for all these. ఏ మాత్రం మర్చిపోయినా ఒక రోజు 2 రోజులు ఏంటంటే మర్చిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. మేము ఇంత అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ చేస్తుంటాం అప్పుడు కూడా ఒక్కోసారి అంటే, బట్ రిక్వైర్డ్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ యువర్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్. అటెండ్ రాయాలి. ఎస్ ఎస్, ఇంకా ఇందులో మీకు జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ ఉంటుంది, జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ కూడా రాయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంటుంది ఒక్కోసారి. నాట్ ఓన్లీ లైక్ దిస్. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే అజాక్స్ వంటి సేమ్ పేజ్ లో మనం రెండర్ చేయాలంటే యూ నీడ్ టు గో విత్ అజాక్స్ ఇన్ దట్ కేస్. అజాక్స్ అంటే అసింక్రోనస్ స్క్రిప్ట్ అండ్ అసింక్రోనస్ జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ అండ్ XML. సో విత్ యూ కెన్ కాల్. ఇదంతా ఓన్లీ ప్లేన్ పైథాన్ లో రాస్తున్న కోడ్ మనం. బట్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ వాట్ హ్యాపన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ రియాక్ట్ ఆల్సో వి కాల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇంకోటి ఏంటి మీకు యాంగులర్ నుంచి కాల్ చేయాల్సి, Vue.js నుంచి కాల్ చేయాల్సి మనం. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే డిఫరెంట్ అవుతుంది మీకు, ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ వేరు బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ వేరు అవుతుంది. అంటే దిస్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ అగైన్. మళ్ళీ మీకు ఫ్రంట్ వెబ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ తీసుకుంటే దిస్ ఇస్ అగైన్ వాస్ట్. ఐఎమ్ షోయింగ్ జస్ట్ ఇన్ ద ఫ్లాస్క్. ఇంకోటి మీకు పైథాన్ ఉంది, ఇంకోటి జాంగో ఉంది ఇందులో ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్. తర్వాత ఇంకోటి టార్నడో ఉంది, మీకు ఫాస్ట్ API చాలా ఉంది ఇక్కడ. అటువంటి APIs చాలా ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్స్ అవన్నీ. సో యాజ్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ యూ గెట్ మోర్ అండ్ మోర్. ఎస్.